Hello everyone, Levi Trap here, and today I'm doing this part series where I explain FNAF's cosmology with each animatronic things and their history. So yeah, and I might throw in a little bit of and I'm using all your the Charlie novels, which Scott has confirmed are part of the FNAF 4, they're alternate universe, but all the character stats are similar to the Charlie novels, so yeah. Further Rising that's actually canon to the game, so the ones with the trade. And into the pit, obviously. So, okay, first one. FNAF 1 characters. Freddy, maybe billing. Because in the Charlie novels, he beat up a twin one dude, broke down a wall with ease and survived explosions. Strongest one's probably Golden Freddy. I don't think I need to explain that one. Golden Freddy's abilities are insane. UCN? Yeah, that mostly is the broken one. It shows the most broken abilities. FNAF 2, strongest one, probably Puppet. Second goes Goldie. Yeah, I'm doing who's the strongest character for each and explain how. Puppet. I don't think I can explain that. The soul manipulation takes all it needs. Its abilities are broken. Soul manipulation. Bird, a spring trap. Because he created the Phantoms. Of course, why would he not be the strongest if he created those things? FNAF 4, Nightmare, since he's the only actual real one because he's Shadow Freddy. Yes, these ones are being more logical. This is location. Enter. Enter. Yeah, because it's enter. As a combine of all the animatronics, including the virtual souls. Yeah, the original animatronic souls are kind of like them because the random we use who knows. Anyways, FNAF 6. Probably Lefty's first strongest. Second goes to Spring Scrap Trap. Fourth goes the Molten, and then fourth goes to Scrap Baby. How about it? Probably Ghost because he's the only real one. Yeah, the Mimic is the only real one. Yeah, he's the Mimic. Moving on, Security Breach. Base game. Per drop. But that one's not canon. Ghost Trap. Nope, that one's not canon. You already see him. The block. Yeah, there goes the block. It shows they have to feed the scrap per drop. Anyways, DLC. Probably the Mimic. Or Mimics. One of those two. I don't have any others. But yeah. But which game has the strongest characters? FNAF 2 probably has the strongest one in the main series. Second goes to probably FNAF 3. Third goes to FNAF, second FNAF 6, then FNAF 3, then FNAF 4, FNAF 1, and FNAF 4. They're so complicated. But yeah. Strongest character in the book. In Charlie novels. Souls or William. Since Charlie is not possessing the puppet in this one, so that's kind of weird. Next one, Fazbear's Fright, which are Ken. Puppet. It's always been the puppet. Anyways, I should probably explain FNAF's cosmology. Remnant is basically Melted Soul. Allows someone to come back from the dead, so basically death is basically just mad remnant by now. That's funny. Agony is basically just negative emotions. Yep, negative emotions from their souls, I think. But yeah, Agony is probably one of the strongest abilities. Strongest ability you can get from FNAF. And two of the main strongest users are Eleanor and William. So yeah. And now let me explain to you, like, the Afton family, what Dr. Like has someone. Began with William. First off, they say he's broken in the Gartroids, which some do say he's completely evil, which is most likely, which is probably the most canon ones. But still, kind of more accurate, kind of not more accurate. His strength, probably very strong. He is very strong in the canon. Speed, subsonic and move, and probably more. Durability, survive 2 days, survive UCN. I don't think I need to explain more what UCN is. Intelligence, he is smart. He created illusionist and was one of those people who figure out remnant. Yeah, like what? Anyways. He is very bad because he's lived for a while. Abilities: soul manipulation, death manipulation, destiny manipulation, reality warping, time and space manipulation. A lot of agony-based abilities. Yeah. He's pretty OP. Weapons. His hands are literally weapons. So literally makes his hands weapons. And I'm not joking. He'll literally destroy the animatronics as a human. Scott would literally add an axe icon if he used that weapon. He didn't. So there's no weapon to use. So, yeah. So, yes, Springtrap is filled with strong, physically overpowered, and very overpowered and broken. So, yes, and the strongest version of Springtrap is probably FNAF 4. Yep, FNAF 4. Explaining Michael Afton, he is the weakest. And I mean the weakest Afton. But as human, probably one of the strongest. It's really not even human. He's dead after FNAF 6. That's it. He's dead after FNAF 6. Yep. He does not come back. Nope. God says, nope, he's not coming back this time around. It's not William Afton. That's hilarious that he just did. But yes, he's not that physically strong. He's smart. That's all he got. He's smart, but not smart as his father. Next one. Who is the second strongest? Second weakest. Second weakest is probably Elizabeth. And I'm including like agony creations of William because those kind of count in a way. So yes, and the next one is Shadow Bonnie, and next is Shadow Freddy, then next is William. I mean Dave. Then William. And the strongest is Eleanor. But if we don't include Eleanor, well, if we don't include agony spontations, William is the strongest. So yes, Crying Child, aka Dave. They named him Evan or Chris, which, oh my god, that is far off. His name is Dave, we figured that out. He does not possess Shadow Freddy. Shadow Freddy is a completely separate entity. He's like a darker half. It's William's wickedness. So it's more related to William than it is to Dave. But Dave is also one of William's wickedness. I mean, Dave and like the Crying Child. I should probably do Dave Crying Child. There we go. Dave Afton. Not Dave Miller. But yes. And the Nightmare is Nightmare is literally just Shadow Freddy. The Nightmares, they haunt Mike, not him. You play as Mike throughout the main games. You only play as Dave in the mini games. Elizabeth, you got most of that right. She is spoiled. She's a brat, and she is blind and loyal. This Afton. We don't even know anything about her. We don't even know anything. Not a single bit. Okay, moving on. Who should I talk about next? We don't know William's most other family members, so probably no. Glitch Trap. That's just a mimic. That's straight up a mimic. And there's actually a theory that I saw earlier by this guy who uses Toast as his icon. I'm sorry, I don't know what their names are, I forget. But he basically explained that William trained the mimic, which that makes more sense if you think about it. And the mimic was actually in FNAF 6. That's one of the things in the story. That's why it looks burnt. And I'm excited for Secrets of the Mimic. Hopefully we get to see a human William happen. Hopefully. Probably won't. And if we do, it probably look like Mafia a little bit. Probably a British guy. Because William is British. So yeah. That's basically all my explanation for things for part 1 of FNAF's cosmology and everything you need to know about FNAF. Next episode I might do the timeline. Upgrade timeline since the previous one I did kind of sucks. It sucks. It was so off by a lot. So you guys, may God be with you all.